Ladies and gentlemen, you're now tuning into the very best. It's yours truly, Jazzy Fizzle, Fizzle, Fizzle. And this is In-State Radio, man. Tune in, baby. Oh, boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to 710 of Slickville. I'm so glad to have you this Monday night, and I'm looking forward to another exciting show. I am your host, Jay Slick, a.k.a. Jay Brown, a.k.a. the lost member of the St. Lunatics. Also, the male member of the group TLC, a.k.a. Mr. 710. I want to start off by thanking my guests, which I will introduce here shortly. And I also want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. I know it's Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals, but it doesn't matter because both teams will probably lose to Cleveland anyway. Before I get going, I want to send some well wishes to my mom. She had to go get some surgery on her eye today, and we both going through it, Mom, so it's good. Also sending well wishes to my grandmother. She will be having surgery tomorrow. So if you all are in the chat room right now, let's go ahead and show them some love. Go ahead and hit those hearts for me real quick. Also, birthday shout out to the station owner, Jack Trey, as well as my little brother, Julian, left-hand rookie Brown. Yo, happy birthday to y'all. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day to my guest. All right. And now, before we get going, new listeners and watchers, this is an interactive show. So, comment. Any comments, questions, call us at 478-569-6474. Also, hit that chat room with any questions that you may have. All right? One more thing. And like I said, you know how we do this. So, I'm going to introduce my guest. Introducing all the way from Bronx, New York, from Flushing, I bring to you author of 4 books, deaf advocate, speaker, mother, and currently pursuing her PhD. I bring to you Kristen Coy. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Good. Make sure we get that. All right, and happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you.
You have a good. What your kids do for you?
No, it was good. It was great.
Great. Good. All right. So look, I first saw Kristen on Instagram, and she had a post. She had a post where she was talking about some of the things that she had dealt with, and it was real inspirational. And I was just like, I gotta have her on the show. And so when I reached out, and she told me that she was like, make sure you do your research. Make sure you do your research, because it's a lot of things that people don't know, and we don't think about it. We don't think about it until we encounter someone that has hearing loss or anything like that, and a lot of people either don't know how to deal with it, and they get weird, and so and we just kind of dealt with that just a little bit just a few minutes ago when one of the guys came in and he didn't know how to interact, and it was just like, no, it's okay, just don't be weird. Like, she's a regular person just like everybody else.
Right.
All right. And so, how is that a common occurrence? Like when you meet somebody and they realize that you have hearing loss, that they act weird?
Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. If I wear my hearing in a ponytail and they see my hearing aid, they know I'm deaf. If I have my hair out and I'm talking, they think I have an accent. And they was like, where you from? You sound like you have an accent. And I would say, okay, my family's from Jamaica. Yeah, well, that's how normally people who are deaf, that's how they talk, because you can't really hear yourself. So that's why it sounded like I have an accent. So now most of the time they know right off the bat that I'm deaf, unless I tell them. And I would say, take your time the way you speak, because I'm deaf. I would let them know.
Right. Do they believe that you are from Jamaica?
No, they didn't. They didn't. One day I was at the hospital and I was really sick, and this nurse came up to me. She was like, "Are you deaf or hard of hearing?" And I said, "I'm deaf." And she laughed. And I said, "What's so funny?" She said, "But you're talking, you're deaf, right?" And I said, "Yes, I'm deaf." So there's always a misconception that people who are deaf cannot speak, which is not true. You know, there's always a misconception about deaf culture, deaf community. This is why most deaf people don't feel included in the hearing world.
Right. Right. So, at what point, like, were you born with hearing loss?
Okay, I was born deaf in the left ear.
Okay.
In the right ear, it was like mild hearing. You know, I couldn't hear certain sounds like telephones, anything. Until I was 13, I became sick with the flu, and I lost my right hearing and became deaf. So I'm profound deaf in both ears, and I rely on hearing aid. But it's not 100% effective. I guess because I'm more familiar with the sounds growing up. So that's why I was able to understand certain things.
Okay. All right. And look, real quick, everybody, I want you guys to share this feed. I want you to share this feed because this is going to be some information that a lot of people can use, so that they're not weird or acting strange when they encounter someone with hearing loss or that's completely deaf. And you know, we don't want you to act like it's somebody from another planet because they're not. You know, it's just
another planet.
You know, it is something that happens. But when did you learn sign language?
I learned sign language when I was in my 20s. Growing up, I didn't know there were others like me. I also have an older brother who's deaf and we live in different worlds. He'd go to an all-deaf school, or he would have classmates who are deaf. And me, on the other hand, I go to an all-hearing school. And he got married, and his wife is hard of hearing. She taught me how to learn sign language, and she also brought me to a deaf community where I was able to interact, socialize, and learn sign language. So I learned sign language really late.
Oh, okay. Because, you know, like, just thinking about it, unless you're introduced to the deaf community, you don't encounter very many. And so it's not that they don't exist, but we just don't see them.
Yeah.
And so, how was school? How was school for you? I mean, no understanding that it happened at 13. Like,
how was school for me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, in the beginning, studying in freshman, it was hard. I wasn't doing well in school. My GPA was dropping because at that time I was fluent in sign language, and I had a professor who would talk and just walk back and forth and not looking straight for it. And I had a student behind me asking questions, and I had to turn around, but I didn't capture all the information. And there was one time I asked a student to be a note taker, and the student only did it for a week because she was getting a little frustrated because she couldn't keep up with her work, her assignment, and so she stopped becoming a note taker. But after the fourth semester, I dropped out because I was getting frustrated, stressed out, overwhelmed, and a friend of mine gave me an advice, which I thought was an excellent idea. She said, you know, they have online class where you can see all the information. You don't have to miss out any information. They posted like tests, quiz. You don't have to miss out anything. So I said, okay, this sounds good. And I gave it a try. And so far, I got to say, I am pursuing a doctorate degree. You know, I'm proud of myself, and I made a 3.5 GPA. And
look, I'll tell everybody this. I saw her academic accolades and Bachelor of Science and magna cum laude, and I was just like, wow. I wish I had a study like that. Like I don't have any excuses outside of, you know, I had some lazy moments, and then, you know, you got your master's, and then pursuing your doctorate as well. I was just like, hey,
thank you.
You know,
thank you.
That's monstrous, because a lot of people will let something way less than that keep them down, and
I agree.
And I was just like, so shout out to you for that. Like that is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So I was reading, doing my research, and your mom was a big influence for you.
Yes.
In what way?
Like she would encourage me to do things that I feel like I couldn't do. Like I would think, okay, she's for hearing people, there's no one like me. So if I wanted to become a dancer, she would be like, just go dance, you can do it. So she'd always been a positive influence in my life, and she always encouraged me to do better.
Okay, good. I mean, and that's real good. I mean, especially with Mother's Day just passing, I know you look at her like that's your rock.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's
so
she is, right?
That's what I'm talking about. So you tried out for dance.
I got to work. Say that again, please.
You tried out for was it a dance
Oh,
team?
yeah, nationally, yeah, I tried it out, and I've been dancing for like 3 years. After the 3rd year, I quit because I wanted something more advanced, like hip-hop dance and things like that, but I only tried it for like 3 years. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
I regret it, though.
I want to ask you, so you were dancing to music, and you had all these kids that could hear. How did that work? How did that work for you? Like, how did that work?
With the kids?
Yeah.
Okay, when my kids were small, it was hard to understand them. Sometimes I had to do sign language, like you want bottle, you want food.
Mm-hmm.
It was really hard, and sometimes their father had to translate to me what they said, even though their father's hearing. My kids are hearing, and it's just really, really hard until right now. Well, I can say, they still have to sign to me or figure spell, and especially if we out in public, they would tell me, oh, this person is, he say this or she say this, or they would speak for me.
Okay.
Things got better, the communication.
Okay, so they learn sign language early.
Yeah.
Okay. So
just little by little, not fluent, but like drink, little things.
Okay. All right. So what type you learned hip hop dance? You listen to? I feel like I'm being dumb right now by asking this question, but what type you listen to music?
Okay. That's funny to say that. Okay. While I was living in New York and I was working, I was listening to my headphones, which happened like 6 years ago, and I had co-workers walk past my cubicle, and they say, how can you hear the music? That's impossible. But you're deaf, I can hear the music, I can hear the beat. Like I said, I'm more familiar with the sounds because, I just became deaf at the age of 13.
Mm-hmm.
I can hear songs in the background, rapping or singing. However, I have to study the lyrics on the website. I look at the lyrics, words, and I just study it. And while I'm listening to the music, I go with the flow.
Okay.
So that's how I was able to hear the music.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I'd be blasting. It's not like I'm blasting. No, I just hear the music,
Okay. I felt real dumb, but as I was reading that, I was like, man, this is probably not smart. But I was like, let me ask her about it anyway. And so what are some things that people do as far as like when they interact with you that you're like, no, you don't have to do that. I can understand. Like, do you have people try to talk like real loud every now and then?
Oh yeah, I had yeah. Oh my gosh, it's like the communication is always like they have to instruct them how to talk to me, especially when it comes to doing interviews, go to network mixer, women conference, and they try to interview me and they get nervous. I'm like, it's okay, it's okay, relax. I should be nervous. So I should let them know to speak the way you always speak, and if I don't understand, I'll tell you to repeat. I'll ask you to repeat. That's him. Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I was wondering if people talk to you like Chris Tucker talked that
like,
Jackie
they be like,
Chan.
Kristen, how you doing? I'm like, no, that's not necessary. You're not gonna embarrass me like that. Just, chill.
Okay, good. So you've written 4 books.
Yes.
My ABC sign language, is that pretty much self-explanatory?
ABC, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you to teach me some sign language
Okay. What is that?
before you get out of here, okay? right, so yeah, before we get out of here, I'm gonna have
All
you
right.
teach me some sign language. My 1, 2, 3 sign language. How is that? Is it a different sign language for numbers outside of like?
There's a different numbers. It's like if you go 1 and 2, 3. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's like it's what you say 9, 8, and they just count it differently. It's not the same as you normally count, like 8, 9. So it's like this is 10, instead of saying 10. Mm-hmm.
Look, see, all of you all just learned something right now. You all just learned something right now, and see you talking to people like 6.
Yeah,
No, that's not correct. Okay, all right. So, and then first day of school, which I have right here.
Mm-hmm.
First day of school. This can be found on Amazon, Amazon.com, correct? And this, what made you write the first day of school book?
This book is, there are students that go to school who will feel excluding. So this book let other students who are just like me understand, okay, you're not alone. This is what we normally go through at school. So that's what this book is about. And also, it has, you can see inside, it has an image of sign language inside.
Oh, just so you guys can see real
Yeah,
quick.
it's pretty cool.
Blue.
There's some pretty colors.
Blue right there. Yep.
Uh-huh.
And look, hey, everybody, if you have any questions for Kristen, go ahead and hit the chat room and let us know. Or you can call in to 478-569-6474. All right? And so tell us about Stuck in Both Worlds, because
I can stuck in both worlds and discuss about my life trying to fit in the hearing and the deaf world. As I explained earlier, I found out about the deaf culture later on. In the hearing world, I'm going through a lot of difficult challenges. A lot, education, employment, everything. And in the deaf world, it's almost kind of similar with the communication because I'm not fluent in sign language. And it's also inspiring the deaf community. There's a lot of opportunity. Don't give up. Don't think this is a hearing word because they're very frustrated because most I can't say the rating, but it's hard for deaf people to get employment, even though the unemployment is high than hearing people. And this book can encourage the deaf community. There's a lot of opportunity. You can do better. You can do whatever you want. Don't have to limit yourself. And it also has important tips for the hearing people, and it teaches hearing people how to communicate, interact, and socialize. Important tips for the hearing people such as, if you're calling my name, don't throw an object, don't be chewy, don't chew. It has intent. Don't what not to say. That's what it is.
So people have thrown stuff.
Oh yeah, they have you flicking lights. Like don't let it throw stuff because normally when it's noising, I'm hearing a lot of noise, and they're like Kristen, and they try to throw like light objects, and it's just of course it's starting me. So I just say, just tap me on the shoulder. That's what you have to do, just tap me on the shoulder.
That is so rude.
I know.
That is so rude. If somebody threw something at me to get my attention, we would have a problem.
I know, right? Get ready to fight. I'm just playing.
So, God, what? It's stuff that you never would think that people would do, like throwing stuff or to get your attention. I had a basketball coach back in the 10th grade. Mm-hmm. He was deaf in one ear.
Oh, really? Okay.
And if we would talk to him on one side, he would just say, he's just standing there like,
oh my.
And we would think that we was ignoring it, and he would see us and be like, oh yeah, come around here.
Oh really?
So that I can hear you. And that was my first encounter with it, but he took it all in stride, like no.
Over here. I do the same thing if I was trying to hear, I'm like, my hearing aids on the side, so I go, what? Like trying to hear the sound. That's why my head is always like towards this way,
Nah, it's okay. It's okay. Good. And so, one thing I wanted to know is, with the how different, you know, like I was telling you before the show, like when I was in South Korea, I didn't speak any of the language. So if a Korean person started talking to me, I might as well have been deaf because none of it, I'm just like, and so how, if somebody didn't speak English to you, do they learn sign language, and is sign language in different languages, or is it all still like ABC? Is it all still the same language? You know what I mean? So if a Korean person was deaf,
Okay, I see what you mean, but the sign language is different in different language.
okay, okay, so even with the words and not just like,
Yeah, I know
this
what you
is
mean.
not eating,
Yeah,
but
it's, I see what you mean. Like they have a sign language for let's say American, and they do something different for a different language for American. So it's a different country.
okay, okay. So that makes sense. Like I did wonder that because, like I said, there is a lady at church that signs, and I was wondering if I sat there and listened to her. Well, I say listen, but if I sat there and watched her, how different would it be if I was to go to or if I was in Korea and I went to church and somebody was signing, would I be able to still follow along? But obviously not. Okay.
Right.
Okay, cool. Is it easy to learn sign language through watching?
Well, when someone's signing to me, I can understand. I really understand. But when they sign fast, I have to be like, slow down. But me, if I sign, it's hard for me to think and sign at the same time. So I have to be like, I have to think before I sign. But with others who are fluent in sign language, it's like they sign fast, and I'm like, I have to keep up. So it's not really easy for me if they sign fast, but I can understand sign language.
Okay. So you could go to church and sit in that row. And how, since you can hear some, would you be able to tell how much of it may or may not be, I won't say lost in translation,
Lost in translation.
but like how closely would the sign language person be right along with the preacher?
I'm sorry, I'm not getting what you're saying.
Okay, so like when the preacher is doing the sermon,
Okay.
and the person is signing what he's saying.
Oh, you mean talking about interpreter?
Yeah.
I think interpreter.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
I go to church. There's an interpreter.
Okay.
The interpreter just sign, and it's just fine.
Okay. But can you still hear the?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I do both ways. I just the interpreter being fun, or the people who are deaf or hard of hearing just sit in one spot and look directly at the interpreter. And there's on the other side, you can just picture, preaching in the middle. So sometimes I should look in both ways, and I also have a screen with the caption on it for the music and songs.
Okay. Would a deaf person be offended if someone that could hear sat up there too? No,
they wouldn't. But however, I can understand hearing people would like to help the deaf community. That's understandable. But not a lot of deaf people are accepting because they're wondering what is their motive. That's hard to accept, especially like me. If I'm in the deaf group and they see me talking, that's offensive to the deaf culture. So I have to sign with the deaf group.
Yeah. It is. Really?
They get offensive and very, very sensitive about the deaf culture. So, like I said, my goal is to be a deaf leader. I want to be a deaf leader. Someone has to step up as a deaf person. But if a hearing person step up as a leader, they just going to be, like, what is her motive? Why is she, like, a lot of questions running through their minds.
Right. Okay. It makes sense, but at the same time, that's it. It's just it's surprising. It's surprising to hear, because it's just stuff that we don't think about. And let me see, okay, so how much sign language is like? Can you yell at somebody via? I don't know if I've ever seen anybody argue via
In sign language?
sign language.
Oh, yeah.
Like it'd be like.
Oh, yeah, okay, you know, the thing about sign language when people are arguing is you when hearing when hearing people arguing, it's like you can't really hear all the conversation what they're arguing about. But when a deaf group are arguing in sign language, you see every conversation because they're moving their hands and you can understand what they're arguing about. So yeah, they're arguing, you know, the same thing like hearing people do.
Okay, because what I was gonna do is I was gonna ask you to be fake mad.
To be what?
Fake mad.
What's that?
So like pretend to be mad and argue with me. How would you do that?
They'd be like, well, there's a lot of profanity. They use like, a lot of profanity, like.
Oh yeah.
Most of the arguments like Y or B with the capital B. They sound fast when they argue, but me it's hard for me to keep up. So yes, it's just actually they kind of make noise.
Okay.
So when they argue, they should make noise at the same time. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And see that I mean like all of this stuff is fascinating. And so like if I was to see it, I would know like if I was being offensive and somebody signed to me like you need to. And because usually what people learn, the first things that people learn when they learn a new language, regardless of what it is the bad stuff. They learn the bad stuff first. So I didn't want to, and it's usually because they've done something to someone else from another culture, and it's just. I mean, I learned bad words in Korea first. I know bad words in Spanish. I learned those first.
Wow.
Yeah, I was just like, and so I feel bad that the extent of all my other languages includes bad words. And of course I know a couple sign in bad words too.
Yes. All the time.
But but it's not stuff that I would want to ever use. You know what I'm saying? Like I never would want to use that. But what I would like for you to do is, can you teach me some sign language?
Okay.
And so, I do wanna learn my name, and I think so. How would I want to say like my name is Jason.
Your name is Jason.
Jason, yes.
Wait, what is sexy? That's what you. What's
No,
your
no,
name again?
no.
No. I don't know what your name. Write it down.
All right. So
My name. Okay.
Yeah, my name is.
Okay. You go. My name. This is mine. You don't have. ASL is stand for American Sign Language. It's a short sign language, like broken English.
Okay.
Instead of like a whole sentence. So you go. J-A-S-O-N. Jason.
Hey, y'all saw that real quick? Hold on, watch this. Watch this real quick. Wait. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A-S-O-N. Good job.
Killing y'all. I'm gonna be killing the game. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. I'm happy about that. So like in Korea, I knew how to count money. I knew how to tell the taxi driver how to get home. And then, like I said, bad words.
Right.
And then my name. I knew just a little bit to be funny.
Jason, a little bit to be funny?
Yeah,
right?
just a little bit to be funny. But in sign language, I have some single friends.
Okay.
I have some single friends, and they might just want to know how to talk to a girl.
How to talk to a girl?
Yeah, like if they
how
wanted
to
to tell them that they was real pretty.
How to talk to a girl?
Yeah.
Well, you keep be real to yourself. Keep your eggplants in your pants. Just keep it real. There's no point to lie. Just tell the girl how you feel. Don't just push. Don't get, just don't push it. Take your time, get to know the person, and then form a bond.
How can I tell them to sign that? I want them to sign like, yo, you are. They were like, I want them to tell a woman like she is pretty and she want to go out on a date. Like,
you want me to explain in sign language?
Yeah, can you tell me how to sign that? I got a friend. He gonna be calling in a little bit later for a segment, but he'll probably want to know. Like, this might be useful for him because he's still single. I'm not,
okay.
But he is, and so if he just happened to meet, yeah, Jack want to know if we just happen to meet, or my wife started acting crazy, and I met a deaf woman. I would want. I mean, she might be able to read my lips, but I might want to sign it too. And so, how would you tell a woman that she was pretty?
Okay, you can be like, beautiful, like you're beautiful. Yeah, you're beautiful. Would you like to go, date?
Okay, this date. Wait, slow down. wait. Look,
exactly. They be like, you're beautiful.
You're beautiful.
You're beautiful.
Date?
Yeah. And you want to date? You gonna go out? Go out?
We can't say whole sentences. We gonna say words. So beautiful. No.
Yeah, just beautiful. Just
date.
Beautiful. You wanna go out or say movies?
Oh, so this wait. That's movies.
Movies. Movies. This is movies. Like this.
So movies. So if I wanted to take her to go see Get Out.
But I'm gonna say Get Out.
Get Out. Get Out. Okay.
Yeah.
Look,
all she gonna hear is.
She's like, Get Out.
Yeah,
no,
exactly. It's just so simple. It's simple. Get Out. I'm gonna say Get Out, movie. It's so simple. You don't say any sentence. It's like broken English. So you say, you wanna see a movie? Get Out. Yeah.
You gotta put movie in there.
You
don't put movie, she's gonna think you're saying Get Out.
Yeah.
Okay. Look.
Yeah, like Get Out.
You have no idea. Like I really feel like I've learned some stuff, and I mean that's what it's all about, just learning and trying to help people get better, especially as a person. So my wife is learning sign language.
Oh really?
Yeah, I told her she could come
That's
today
good.
so that she could talk to you and stuff like that because she's a nanny.
Okay.
And at some point, she's going to be done with the family that she's working with, and with her learning sign language and getting different certifications.
Oh, interpreter, right? That's an interpreter.
Yes.
Okay. That's good.
She was interested in possibly if that was a situation like, oh, I have a deaf child. It would be okay. She would be able to be a nanny and still communicate with the child. But yeah, she didn't come. She probably almost asleep by now.
Okay.
Let me see if she watching. Yeah, she probably almost asleep by now. But yeah, is there, as far as like the deaf community, since people don't see it all the time, like I mean, a lot of them pretend like it doesn't exist. Like, where do you? I don't know. Like, where would you go to learn these things? Is it just online, or if you want to learn sign language, or if you want to go to a signing class?
Yeah, there's a lot of sign language available for online class at a college. There's a program for online for sign language. There's a lot of different resources you can find online for if you want to learn ASL, American Sign Language.
Do you think it would be better learning online or from a person?
No, it's both ways. It goes both ways.
Both ways. Okay. All right. Let me see. What else did I have for you? So, what's next?
What do you mean?
What's
next?
next? I mean, and more books? Or?
Yeah, I'm thinking about writing the fifth book. And of course, the doctorate program is kicking my butt since I have to do a lot of research. I'm going to establish a panel session for the deaf community where I've been hearing people are welcome, but it's like a deaf community where everyone can gather together, get their voice and sign heard, because they have a lot of frustration that they want to vent, like they want to express concern. Because, like I mentioned, they don't feel included in the hearing community, in the hearing roads. They don't feel included. So I'm thinking about having a planning session once every month to get the deaf community to unite together.
Okay. And you also do a lot of speaking engagements.
Yes.
Are most of the crowd, are they, but like you, they can hear and sign, or is it more just completely
You talking
deaf?
about church? Like the
No,
choir?
like when you have your speaking, when you do your speaking.
That's a good question. At the event I go to, it's mostly hearing. Because there's always a hearing event that I know about. And I wish there were more, I wish it was the same for the deaf events as well. Like, for instance, Mixer Network. There's no Mixer Network for deaf events. And it's hard, there's not a lot of deaf business people which employment and other things are difficult for them to gain. Mm-hmm. But most of the event I go to is hearing people.
Okay, well, you're gonna be the first person. You're gonna be the pioneer for that.
Yeah.
Since it's not that many avenues, and like from what I can tell, you're well on your way. You know, with all the degrees that you have, and just your overall motivation to do great things.
Thank you.
So I want to plug these books. All of your books are on Amazon.com, correct?
Okay.
All right, so look, go get, let me make sure I get all these right. Go get Stuck in Both Worlds. Mm-hmm. Go get, if you got some kids that you want to get started learning some sign language, go get, let me see, My ABC Sign Language. Go get My 1, 2, 3 Sign Language so you won't be signing wrong like me when it comes to numbers. Also, go get First Day of School, okay? Go pick those up. Let's support. And how can everybody find you on social media?
You can find me on my fan page, Kristen Coy Inc. KOISTN KCOYINC. And you can find me on Twitter, KCoyINC1. On Instagram, Kristen is blessed. KOISSY is blessed. And as a matter of fact, this book is available on my website. It's KristenKcoy.com. Stuck in Both Worlds. It's only available on my website.
Oh, okay. So yeah, go to the website, KristenKcoy.com. I need to get my own website. I went to the website, and it's clean. It's a clean website. Mm-hmm. It has the order. You can just hit the order now button. Correct? The order now button. Boom. And get your copy of Stuck in Both Worlds. Yeah. All right. And like I said, we greatly appreciate you coming out. I know you are, like I said, destined for great things.
Thank you.
Like I said, you motivated me to learn more about the deaf community, and like I said, with my wife learning those, learning sign language, and I'm gonna.
Yeah, show that to your wife. A-S-O-N. That's right.
Killing the game. Yeah, well, we thank you so much, Kristen, for coming out. Look, everybody go follow her on all those social medias. I will post this stuff later on so that you can go follow her. You will be blessed as she is for following her. And like I said, we greatly appreciate you coming out. We will be back in less than 5 minutes with the rest of the show. But thank you again, and we look forward to hearing from you soon. All right?
All right, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
The biggest station in the world, playing all of today's hits. You're listening to Instinct Radio.
So
Well, after my perspective's given, I still don't really see a difference. I gave a couple life lessons, I guess niggas must have missed them. I learned you can learn as fast as you teach, but it's really all about timing. And everything is everything, so it ain't no use in whining. Boy, you better work. Don't stop, get it, don't stop, get it, don't stop, get it, don't stop. Boy, you better work. Don't stop, get it, don't stop, get it, don't stop, get it, don't stop. Boy, you better work. CPR too. Get it, don't stop, get it, don't stop, get it, don't stop. Boy, you better work. Don't stop, get it, don't stop. We're working over here, man. Don't stop, get it, don't stop. Boy, you better work. Work harder than the next man, so I'm working harder than the Mexican. That's still word to OBZ, and I'm still screaming out, yes we can. And I'm back feeling blessed again. Life's a game, back playing chess again. That's word to millions, I done lost a million times, but I'm still playing best I can. I'm used to being the underdog, under bitches, influence, under alcohol. Coming home 3 a.m. popping Tylenol. It's about time I wake, it's all dissolved. I don't really know if that worked, but I've been doing it this long. So fuck a nigga, I trusted. If I die, I told you why in this song. Cause I don't stop, I keep going. I finish shit on my time. How the teacher say this test done, and I'm still drawing on my Scantron. And you the type to put your pencil down, even though the answer's wrong. I ain't never been that type, I'ma get it right no matter how long, no matter how long. Cause once I know, and once I know I show. Should've bought your ticket, homie, cause it was full of hoes. One night can change the game, one song can change your name. And G, you know the rules, so tell me what's left to explain, boy, you better work. Don't stop, get it, don't stop, get it, don't stop, get it, don't stop. Boy, you better work. Don't stop, get it, don't stop, get it, don't stop, get it, don't stop. Boy, you better work. Don't stop, get it, don't stop, get it, don't stop, get it, don't stop. Boy, you better work. Don't stop, get it, don't stop, get it, don't stop, get it, don't stop. Boy, you better work. I ain't had a day off since I quit my job. And the irony in that's now I ain't never felt more alive. And the irony in that's I ain't know what that meant till I died. Cause the scary part about it is I ain't see shit on the other side. So on them real bad days when I'm contemplating suicide, I remember ain't no next door, cause my life is all you got. To stand up for your spot, to piss up in your pie, to sit up on the dock and watch the ships and tides. I don't know about y'all, but I'm starving for more. I need brain food, I need rain boots, I need ammo for the war. I'm done with recreation, time's wasting, I've been elevating. Thinking certain situations, creating manifestations that's devastating. But it's cool, my strength is in me. I'm working as hard as can be. I'm working on purpose, I'm working for me. Feel like nothing can stop me, I'm destined to be. This stressing is blessing to me, you coming to work. Be best as your better can be, boy, you better work. Don't stop, get it, don't stop, get it, don't stop, get it, don't stop. Boy, you better work. Don't stop, get it, don't stop, get it, don't stop, get it, don't stop. Boy, you better work. Don't stop, get it, don't stop, get it, don't stop, get it, don't stop. Boy, you better work. Don't stop, get it, don't stop, get it, don't stop, get it, don't stop. Boy, you better work. City, no gas. On the Ave, 3 grams in my pocket, no cash. Thinking where the fuck can I really go to trade that? For a deal, for a couple mil in the Maybach. Hallelujah, need an angel's protection in these streets. We was riding my gooses, now they riding on me. All the stressing got me smoking, rolling tree up and drinking. But it's crazy, everything is okay. I'm a phone call away from partying with Rosé. I'm really drinking Rosé, and I think that shit is nasty. Give me beer, I'm okay. And I've been hustling this year, learned some tricks to the trade. Learned you in Atlanta as a Yankee, your ass better be brave. Learned you getting money, then you better learn how to save. Cause soon as the sun shine, you can expect the rain. I learned addition and multiplying, usually work out the same. 10 to 1 to 1 to 10 is still equal to Ben Frank. I was the kid you couldn't tell shit and I'm still that way. And if I ever told you fuck you, it's cause I feel that way. And I never been a sucker, I don't deal that way. And I don't never renege, get killed that way. The bull who rockin' the denim and be talking that shit. I see his spirits is down, I'm just trying to uplift it. I've been telling you the way, all you gotta do is listen. BossBrown.com, I'm even showing you pictures so you know everything gon' be okay. Killing everything that come my way. Yeah, so you know good things come to those who wait. Go and get it and you'll be great. Yeah, and you know everything gon' be okay. Killing everything that come my way. Good things come to those who wait. Go and get it and you'll be great. I had a talk with Sticky G before I left for Tennessee. Had to put him up on game about all the things that we could be. Woke up early in the morning, not a penny to our name. And about time the sun dropped, had weed, girls, and steak. We was focusing on bullshit, so bullshit is what we got. Mediocre lifestyle, a window in a pissy pot. Now I'm focusing on earning 6 figures over 6 winners. Double-digit interest on my stock ventures. I'ma get it, cause I'm forever winning. Since we have to play the game, learn the rules, then you know how you could break them. So don't be good, my nigga, be great. Cause bitch niggas born with figures can't relate. If they ain't moving at the table, homie, snatch you a plate. And get rich or die trying, place a 50 at my weight. I was doing it as a worker, homie, now I'm the leader. And I've been waiting patient in the cut like ribonucleic. Cause it started with a Pontiac, a cup of yak in a dream. So uncertain about where this third path would lead. Cause the road less traveled was always the road for me. No religion, cause I can never get down on my knees. I'm an optimistic pessimist, the best of the worst. Always knowing how to make that gift out of the curse. And I'm knowing my worth.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. Download the app on Google Play, Instinct Radio, or go to instinctradio.net. And now, back to the hottest sounds around. Instinct Radio.
All right. We are back. Look, I want to start out by thanking Kristen Coy for stopping by. Look, that was some great stuff, man. I look, go follow that woman. She is definitely getting ready to do some big things within the deaf community and even in the hearing community. It kind of feels weird. It kind of feels weird saying that, like, deaf and hearing community, because I do understand that it's a difference, but yeah, it's just weird because we never really think about the deaf community or anything like that, because we don't encounter them like that. So it's almost like a out of sight, out of mind type situation, and it's kind of, can't pretend like it's not a little whack, but it is. But like I said, anyway, before we go on, we got in this second block, we got a quick story time with Jay. We also got Ask the Mailman. We also got What the Hell News, and then we also going to talk about double standards. And some of these double standards, you know, it's kind of funny to me. But let me get into this. Story time with Jay. And before we do that, I want to let you know that this story time with Jay is brought to you by Beyond Clean Cleaning Services. Think about the dirtiest place that you've ever been. You probably liked it if you are a dirty person. But if you didn't, you should refer them to Beyond Clean Cleaning Services. Beyond Clean Cleaning Services has been taking care of corporate cleaning needs for almost 10 years, primarily servicing the Chicagoland and Indiana area. Give them a call at 708-829-4102. Superior service is their product, and your building is not clean unless it's beyond clean. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so this week's story time with Jay, I meant to get to it last week, but I just didn't. And it was dealing with, I was thinking about the movie theaters, and we went to a movie theater one time, and we were actually in Hot Springs, and, you know, it's a lot of stuff that happened in theaters that people just don't realize is rude as hell. And so, like, we were sitting at work, and we was talking about how we hate when people try to drink the last little bit of Coke out of their Coke because they don't want to go get a refill, and so they hit that sound like that person is probably one of the worst people in the world if they're sitting up there using that trying to drink the last little bit of Coke. Also, it sucks when you got people that answer the phone. Like those people that answer the phone during the movies, they should be arrested. They should at least get a ticket. Because that is pretty horrible. But what this story time was about a crying baby. And there was this couple. It probably doesn't make a difference that it's an interracial couple, but for this part, it does make a difference. And the funny thing was, we were watching Fast Five. I was watching Fast Five with my mom. I think my brother was with me. I can't remember. But here, the funny thing was, this baby started crying, and the baby didn't start crying until the very end of the movie. Like they were on the tarmac, trying to slow down the plane or whatever. And the baby just started wailing, like crying like it was no tomorrow. And the part that was messed up was that the parents didn't move. They didn't budge. It was like white noise to them. Like they didn't move not an inch. Not an inch. And it got to the point like they didn't even move to try to pacify the kid. Like it wasn't no pacifier situation going on. They didn't put the baby in. They didn't get a bottle. They didn't even pick the baby up and walk the baby to the back and kind of try to rock it to sleep. They just sat there like they couldn't hear the baby. Now, I guess the situation, the lady, it was this white lady. And you know how sometimes when they get upset, they just start breathing real heavily. And so you can hear her breathing real heavily, like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And so all of a sudden, like, you hear this heavy sigh, you hear this oh my gosh, and nobody's moving. Still nobody's moving. All of a sudden, this white guy gets some, I don't know where he got that courage from, but he was just like, will somebody shut that thing up? That, my friends, that was the red button. That was absolutely the red button. Because at that point, they didn't hear anything else that was going on in the theater, none of the heavy breathing. They didn't hear the baby crying. They heard, will somebody shut that thing up? And the black dude got up and was like, you shut this baby up. I wish you would come over and touch this baby, or I'm whooping some ass up in this movie theater. Absolutely. And like, it was so bogus that they was just allowing this baby to cry. And once he was like, who said it? And nobody owned up to it. It wasn't nothing but about, I don't know, maybe 20 people in the theater. But he was gonna whoop some ass. I was like, if I don't get a chance to see the end of this movie, at least I will see a fight. At least I'll see a fight. I'm getting my money's worth. I'm getting my money's worth on this matinee. But one, it ain't no way. It ain't no way that you should be having a kid, a baby at that, because it was a little baby. It had to be a little baby. You shouldn't have had a little baby in the theater like that. And I mean, I say that as somebody that doesn't have any kids, and I'm knowing that it's not supposed to end your life when you have kids, but at that time, they probably should have been watching Fast Five on bootleg, because they obviously don't care about kids crying during the movie. They don't care about they didn't care about anything. You don't care about somebody getting up and walking around, so you might as well just watch it on bootleg. I don't advocate piracy, but I also would like to watch the movie in peace. So out of all the stuff that Coca-Cola put on the they put on that little commercial beforehand talking about please be quiet, please make sure you silence your cell phones, make sure you don't turn your screen off because your single screen in the middle of the movie does interfere with everybody in there. But like I said, I was gonna see a fight. I was gonna see a fight that day, and I was looking forward to it. I was definitely looking forward to it. Another thing I wanted to talk about today, another thing I wanted to ask people was, have you ever seen? I was just thinking about some things just randomly because that's what I do at work. That's what I do when I'm in the car while I'm sitting on the toilet. I just think about random stuff, and then I was wondering, like, have y'all ever seen? Go ahead and hit those like buttons if you've ever seen a fast checkout person in a 10 items or less lane. As a matter of fact, if you've never seen it, go ahead and flood that Facebook chat room. If you've never seen a fast person in a 10 items or less checkout lane. For some reason, it always seems like those people take forever. Those are the slowest people. And for some reason, since everybody got 10 items or less, they seem like they always put the slowest checkout person in that line. Which kind of almost defeats the purpose, because I hate when I get out of a long line, go to the 10 items or less line, and it ends up having somebody with 14 items in there and the slowest checkout person in the world. I want to slap everybody in there. That's what makes people go postal, especially if I only have 1 or 2 items. Also, let me ask you this. Go ahead. Let me see. Have you ever seen a smart car pulled over by the police? If you've never seen a smart car pulled over by the police, go ahead and flood that Facebook chat room. If you've never seen a smart car pulled over by the police, I've never seen it, and I don't really have a good explanation of why I've never seen it. I've probably seen every other car pulled over except for a smart car. Maybe they're just not fast enough. Maybe they are not threatening enough to get pulled over. But I didn't think that a Nissan Altima was too threatening as well. But I've been pulled over probably about 4 times in my Nissan Altima. My Nissan, absolutely. One for my tent. One time for, it's never been for speeding. I'll put it to you like this. It's never been for speeding. Shout out to all 4 cylinders out there on the road that's getting pulled over. Y'all out here being overly ambitious in these streets. Have you ever seen a rapper with a high voice? Have you ever seen a rapper with a high voice? Go ahead and let your boy know if you've ever seen a rapper with a high voice. If you've never seen it, go ahead and flood that. Go ahead and flood that chat room inbox. Lastly, yeah, we good. Yeah. Lastly, have you ever seen an ugly news anchor? If you've never seen an ugly news anchor, go ahead and flood that inbox. I mean, I'm not talking about the crusty white dudes. I'm talking about like, hey, just a random ugly person. Like those people just don't exist. The random, they try to make, I guess they put all the pretty people on the news because the news is so depressing. And even though that these people are on the news, that does not keep this news from being overly depressing. But let me see, 710 of Slickville. Who we got on the line today?
Man, it's the mailman.
Man, I knew it, man. That mailman is always on time. What's going on, buddy?
Man, we always deliver.
That's what I'm talking about.
That.
Rain, sleet, or snow. What's going on
man,
out here in
do
these
I have
streets?
an echo?
No, man. I don't hear echo, but if you got your radio turned up, you probably
No, I turned it off. I put it on mute, man. I put it on mute.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, man, how's everything going down there in that in sunny FL order?
Man, we doing all right if we can get away from all this smoke.
Man, what's going on?
These trees and stuff catching on fire like it ain't nothing, man. We got forest fires everywhere. We just got rain day before yesterday.
Man, I need to watch the news more. I didn't even make what the hell news. You ain't even tell me about
it ain't what the hell. This is every day. It's natural. You ain't got to worry about that. It's forest fires everywhere.
Oh man, that ain't no good. Look, let me ask you. So what we got on the docket today, mailman? What's in the mailbag?
Man, let's talk about tips, man.
Hey, look.
Let's talk about tips. We talking about in bars and restaurants, drive-through, strip club. Let's talk about these tips, man.
You know what? I got some places I want to ask you about tipping, man. All
right, man.
I did see this funny thing before you get started. Somebody wrote on a receipt, you know, on that bottom line it say plus tip.
Yeah.
It's a meme floating around that said tiny plus tip equals divorce. I was like, somebody petty as hell. Somebody petty as hell.
That ain't right, man. But I'm gonna tell you something though. I'm speaking on that. I didn't know Tiny had a booty like that, man.
You didn't know she had what?
I didn't know she had no ass like that, no booty like that. I'm sorry, no booty like that.
Oh, she might, you know,
unless somebody photoshopped her head and put it on her body or something.
She might have paid for it, but I don't know. I mean, shout out to her. I don't think I'd be able to.
Picture. I was like, man, that no wonder they got about 6 kids.
Hey, man, I don't know how he was able to deal with just hearing her talk. that part alone would keep me from trying to even talk to that thing, trying to get anywhere close to that thing.
Right.
Look, you know we've all heard of females that can talk you up out of wanting that thing. She'll just do it by opening her mouth.
That'll talk you out of it.
Yeah, it talk me right up out of wanting that thing. No, I can't deal with it. I can't even watch the show. I couldn't even watch the show, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. Back in the escape days, I'll be all right.
Well, I don't think that's because you probably didn't hear her talk by herself that much.
No, she was singing. I didn't care what she was doing. I liked the way she sang.
She was trying to ask who can you run to, and
man,
you was with it. And that was that time where I was being real nice to all the light skinned girls.
Yeah. She said never should have kissed you, never made a bad call. I said, you right, because I'm here. You right.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, let's get to this tipping, man. Let's get to this tipping.
Well, man, I'm gonna tell you first thing. I think tipping is from the devil. I'm gonna tell you, man. But look, all honesty, I'm a 20%, 30% tipper, man. I depends on my finance, but I'm usually 20 to 30%. I usually don't go no less than that.
Oh, they like to see you coming in.
Yeah, I mean, I try to do them right because I used to work at Pizza Hut, and we used to work on tips on the drive-in. So when when somebody give me a $5 or $10 and I remember that name, so whenever I saw that name come up on the screen, I was like, I got that one. Let me get that.
Okay.
So but the reason, and that's the reason why I say tipping is of the devil. Because look, you treat people different. Because like I said, just like I just said, if I see a name, like if I see this dude's name and I know he tipped me every time at least anywhere from $5 to $10, when I was doing pizza, and then I see somebody else's name, I know they ain't gonna give me no tip. I would get his first. And that's why I say, because it makes people think differently of other people. You get what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense.
And I know it's not the employee's fault. I know it's those, the owners, they trying to pay you as less as they can, and they want you to make it up in tips. They want people to make it up in tips. I don't blame the waitresses or the waiter, but at the same time, it makes you treat people differently because, if I know you're going to tip me good, as soon as I see you walk in the restaurant, I'm going to try to hurry up and get you seated in my section because I know you're going to tip me good.
Right.
Instead of just actually looking at everybody, everybody as equal and saying, okay, well, hey, you come sit in my section, you come sit. But no, if I see somebody that I don't know in front, and then I see you, and I know you're going to tip me, well, I'm going to be trying to get you in my section.
Well, let me.
See, that's what I'm talking about. It's you know, it's kind of messed up because it's like, you can't really treat everybody fair because you want your money because you're not there working for free. But at the same time, it's like, man, how can I treat this person right if I'm treating this person this way because he tipped me more? And I don't know. I just feel like that ain't right.
Let me ask you something real quick then. All right, so how do you feel on the how do you feel about people tipping, let's say, before? Like, you already know based on the restaurant about how much you're gonna spend. If you be like, hey, here's $10 ahead of time. Here's $10, $15 ahead of time. Just take care of my stuff, because in a lot of cases, like my brother just said that South Beach got an automatic 15-18% gratuity added, so they already hitting you with the jack. You already getting jacked. But if you were to,
yeah,
do you think the server would treat you any different if you tipped them beforehand?
If you tip them first before they even start serving you?
Yep. Here's the tip right here. $10 or $15. They already know they got that coming.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, they're gonna treat you differently. But why would you at the same time? It's like, why would you tip them at the beginning though? Because if they feel like that ain't good, then they might not treat you right.
They don't know what you're gonna order, so you could tip them $10 and then order $100 worth of food. Then it's only a 10% tip.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why would you tip them before? Because you don't know. Like, you go to a bar, if you tip them before, or that there's somewhere that you can order a drink, and you tip them $10 before. Just think, like you just said, if you order $100 worth of drink at the end of the night, she can be like, "Dang, I hope he gonna tip me. I hope he gonna tip me again at the end."
I mean, if the service is good, then they will. But look,
see, that's the thing. They don't think that people don't think that you should tip according to the service. And really, in my eyes, I think you should. But at the same time, I can't understand that this server, she might have had like 5 or 6 people came in and only tipped her $1, and that's gonna mess up her night. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what she rely on, and right. I can understand that. But at the same time, I don't know, man. It's kind of hard, man, because it's like I can see it from from the waitress side, but then from my side, I'm like, man, hey, that ain't right. I mean, if you ain't giving me good service, why should I give you the equal amount that I would to this lady over here that's been filling up my drink every time it gets to half?
So look, what I'm going to do real quick. I'm going to run down some professions, and for a particular service, I want to know how much you going to tip.
All right, I got that list ready. I was ready on it. Go ahead for me.
Okay, so I know you don't drink, but
all right.
But bartenders, when they bring you a beer, they crack it open for you, give it to you, and then you pay them $3, $4, $5 or whatever. What would you tip that person, or do they even get a tip? Because all they did was pop the top.
Now at the bar, I think the drink, if you just getting drinks at the bar, I believe anywhere from $1 to $5 is good. Because if you go into a bar, most likely you're gonna get more than one drink. You're probably gonna go up there at least once or twice. So every drink, I would say $1 is okay. $1, $2. Like I said, $2, they probably gonna treat you a little bit better. But $1, I feel like $1 is good. Like if you pay for a beer and it's or whatever, and it's $4, you give her a $5, cool. And that's what I think.
So you're
on that part.
You're tipping for filling your Sprite back up.
Definitely, yeah. I do that because you got to have that kick in the Sprite. You got to have it right.
Got you.
And plus, and also, if you tip a good at the bar, they, if they ain't got nobody, watching over, they might mix you a little bit more alcohol in there than usual.
Okay. if a grocery store cashier check you out real fast, would you tip them?
No. No. You don't. No. Because that's what they do now. If they taking it out to the car with me, like they do here at Publix, if they take the card out and help me load it and all, okay, I give you I give you about $2-3, maybe a $5 if I got a $5 hanging around. But at the cash register, nah.
Yeah, at the cash register, like you got like 25 things, and she was like, boop, 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 and then got you right on up out of there.
Nah. I give her a smile and maybe some conversation.
Well, do you complain when they real slow?
No, I don't complain when they slow. I do. I be talking to my mind. I be like, oh.
Okay, you there? Moby. We tripping. You tripping right now. Let me see what else I got.
Phone going out?
Oh, there you go. We back.
No, my fault, man. My fault. Man, I'm on this yellow and black company.
I ain't gonna talk about your network. So look, I got you, Julian. So what about on a valet? So you pay $5. They charge you $5 to valet your car. How much do you tip them?
You said $5?
Yeah.
For the valet.
They charge you $5. They charge you $5 when they valet your car. But
where you go to valet at McDonald's for $5?
Nah, man. They got Twin Peaks, man. Twin Peaks might hit you for the $5 or somewhere like that.
Oh man.
Sometimes it might be free.
Well, valet if it's free, I would say give them anywhere from $2 to $5 if it's free.
Does it matter how fast the dude with them little shorts on be running?
It definitely matters how fast. Yes, it definitely matters how fast.
Hey,
look. The reason that you valet is because you want to get in quick and get out quick. That's the reason you valet, because you don't want to have to go out there and find a parking and walk all the way back. So it depends. It definitely depends on how fast he can go get my car or how fast he can park my car, whatever you got to do.
Hey, but some of them dudes be running. They be running real hard, man.
Oh yeah. I work at. I deliver mail at this hospital, and I got this dude, man. Bro, be sweating, man. He come out shirt be sweating. You could tell he had a long day running out getting them cars, man. I be feeling bad for him, man, because sometimes I see him hand people because it's free parking over here at the hospital. They give free valet.
Oh, word.
So sometimes folks, I see him giving them folks keys, and some of them just jump in their car and just close the door. I'm like, dang, that'll make you not want to run for nobody for real.
Right. Now, look, did you ever pay to get your Avalanche washed?
No.
You did it by yourself.
And the reason that is because that's just me. I worked at a detail shop when I was in high school. Not high school, when I was in college. Me and your boy Easy E.
What up, E? Shout out to E.
Man, E, we worked at the detail shop. So it's hard for me to kind of pay somebody to get, especially my finance thing where they need to be trying to shoot out no money like that if I can do it myself.
Okay. And speaking of that, what about, you done been to the clubs before, and how much?
What's up? Let's make it rain. What's up?
No. How would you tip that bathroom attendant?
Yeah.
They be trying to turn on the water for you. They be holding that those paper towels hostage and that soap hostage.
I don't. Sometimes I do be like, man, I pretty much can do this by myself. But if I'm gonna go there, I tip them, and I'm gonna tell you the reason I tip them. I'm gonna tell you the exact reason I tip them. Y'all gonna be talking about me for this, but I get those mints. And I'm gonna tell you, I feel bad if I just dip in there, wash my hands, dip in there and grab some mints and not give him nothing. Because he most likely he bought those mints with his own money. So me being nice, that I shoot him $1 though. It don't be no more than definitely no more than $2. But I shoot him $1 and grab me some mints.
He grabbed you some mints. What? I mean, would you keep that dollar if he tried to splash some brute on you before you left?
Man, look. Look, man. If he got brewed in the bathroom, I'm gonna go up there and tell the manager that he need to be fired. Then whoever this dude is, y'all got in the bathroom, y'all need to take him out. Cause look, it's brute or that other stuff that Walmart had, active blue.
Yeah, Draquard, New York.
Yeah, don't ever have him in the bathroom.
Hey,
that's the work.
So, have you or have you not? Oh, before I get to that, there was and the reason why I brought up the bathroom attendant, there was a bathroom attendant at a casino in Connecticut, I believe. A police officer punched him because the water was too cold.
Wait, the police officer punched the bathroom attendant?
Yeah, the police officer punched the bathroom attendant because the water was too cold. In real life, this actually happened. I'm trying to figure out, make sure. Yeah, it was at a casino, and he went in there and tried to. He was trying to be too helpful, and got punched by a police officer. Absolutely.
Did he get any charges drawn on him?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, officer punches casino bathroom attendant. Water was too cold. Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you, he just didn't like that dude. That didn't have nothing to do with the water being cold.
He probably tried to help him with the zipper.
Now that maybe that, or maybe he was peeping over while he was using the bathroom. Maybe that was it.
That'll get your punch.
Because look, I'm gonna tell you, if he punched him because the water was cold, that's a straight lie.
He might have been drunk.
He definitely was drunk if he punched him because the water was cold.
Okay.
And then he a police officer.
Right. So look, have you or have you not tipped at the drive-thru before? McDonald's, yes. Chick-fil-A, you have?
Yes, and the reason I say that, and the drive-thru that I'm talking about, now it's only one drive-thru that I know that I would tip at.
Ain't that girl had a big booty at Chick-fil-A?
No, it's Sonic.
Okay.
Now, I don't know about Chick-fil-A. I never had. No. Cause, and the reason I say that's why I say the drive-through, because Sonic is like a different type of. It's a drive up, but they call it Sonic drive-through. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And when they come out there with sometimes they come out with the skates, or sometimes them. I tip them. Now I say that. Where did I write that down at? I wrote it down somewhere. But yeah, it's $1 or $2 for them. And the only reason I say that, like I said, because they have to walk in and out of the building to bring you your food. But just a straight drive-through that's set up like McDonald's or Wendy's and all that, no. I don't do that one.
Man, my mother-in-law be tipping in all those places. It's crazy. Is
she a regular?
Nah, she tip at like Popeyes when she get like $5 meals and all that other stuff, man. I was like, no, they don't get tips for that. They ain't even gotta do nothing.
Now I'm gonna tell you now, if she just doing it everywhere, that's different. You need talk to your auntie and tell her, hold up now. You can save them a few dollars, maybe you can give it to the guy on the corner up here. But look, if she a regular there, that's smart, because those regulars, you start tipping them, you're going to be coming back up there and you're going to be looking on your ticket, and all you're going to see is a 2-piece chicken when you got 6 pieces of chicken and a drink.
Yeah, hey, that's how you get those churros.
That's how you get the free stuff. That's how you get the extra fries at McDonald's. That's how you get the big cup that's how you get the 32 ounce instead of the 16 ounce.
Yeah, that's pre-play flirting. You know, you ain't gotta flirt with the fat girl no more. You just pay it forward.
Nah, I'm cool with that one. Now, only if she a regular, but if she just doing it everywhere, nah. Come on, Auntie, come on now. Say them dollars.
All right, so, what is, and so the reason why I'm about to ask this one about the strip club. I got a couple.
All right, let me turn to that page. Let's hear it.
Go to the strip club. So, what is the appropriate if the, let's say it's $5 lap dances, $5 lap dances.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel like is the appropriate amount of rain to bestow upon a exotic dancer? If
all right, look, let me hit you with this, because I wrote down for each one of these sections, so I'm just kind of skimming over them as I'm gonna do it. But here it is.
Yeah, break it down.
I'm gonna tell you, if you go to the strip club, you shouldn't go in there without at least $100 in your pocket. And you have to be with that $100. Be prepared to give at least $50 to the dancer. And let me see, for a regular guy with a 9 to 5, a couple dances. The rest tip at the stage using ones.
Okay.
Now the waitresses and the bartenders, I say give them $2 and $3 per drink. I mean, because you know they're gonna sit there and kind of talk to you and make you feel good. So give them a little $2-3 per drink. That's what I say. And then if they just serve you drinks and they're like they don't want to be there, when I want to talk to you, then you just give them $1 per drink. But you got to give them some tip. You have to give your waitresses the ones that give you the drink. You got to give them a tip. Don't leave them with nothing, because this ain't like a 5-star restaurant. This is a strip club. Ain't no telling what they might do to your drink if you don't give them no money.
Look, so as far as the dancers, what if you get a dance? What if you get a dance and the girl can't dance?
I got a solution for that.
Okay.
Now, let me see. At a gentleman club, if you buy her a drink, then you don't have to tell her this, but that comes off of your dance money. Okay? Now, the amount of ones you throw on stage is going to depend on the way the booty clap or the breast squeeze.
Okay.
Now, if you make the booty clap right, then I say a sufficient amount of ones to make it rain up there. If you at the stage, it's probably about 5 to 10 ones. If she doing it right.
What?
But if she ain't doing it right, you just give her $1, give her a smile, and walk back to your seat.
So on Thursday, I did see a girl do the Reebok at the club. I did.
The Reebok?
Yeah, she was like, yeah, she did that.
How old was she?
She could probably pass for 31. Probably about 31.
Okay, well, we'll give her a pass. We'll give her a pass. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But yeah,
at the same time,
she ain't get no rain for that.
Get no ones off of that.
Yeah, she Julian want to know, if you pay for the dance, if you pay for the lap dance, how much do you tip during those 2 songs? If you get 2 songs.
Wait. If you pay for one lap dance,
you pay for the lap dance. You pay for the lap dance. So this is all you. So you got your. So she dancing on you. Do you have a? Because you say you taking 5 to 10 to the stage. What are you doing?
Right.
What are you doing for your own personal lap dance?
Oh, you just give them the price. That's it. You just give them the price that they want. If it's a $10 dance, you give them the 10. That's it.
No tips on that.
You don't go trying to show out.
No tips on that.
You give her the $10 for the dance. If you want to go and show out and give her a little extra, go on stage. Go to the stage when she go on stage. When they call cold cuts up there, then you walk up there and you make about 5 or 10 more rain on cold cuts.
I got you. Look,
yeah, no, you could give it a price to the dance. Don't go crazy.
Well, when I went to that one time when I was in Onyx, not with our homeboy, because when we was with him, I think I spent $40 before I seen any booty, and then
before.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Hey, was it that long since you went?
No, man, it was 20 to park, 20 to get in. We had to turn around.
Oh.
Yeah, and then your boy was dressing like, your boy had on some flip-flops, So they
man.
trying to charge him. They was trying to hit him for 40 to get in.
Yeah, for the flip flop. Hey, Jason, man, I got a couple things.
The mailman.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Mailman, this is Jack Trey. How's it going, bro?
Man, I'm good. What's happening?
Everything good, man. I hear you talking, man. I just had a couple little input on that, man. Don't you think when you go in the strip club, though, it depends on what your intentions are? You know, how you got some brothers going there, I'm finna catch me a chick, I'm finna get me one of these strippers. Then there's some brothers going there like, you know, I just want to chill, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, see some chicks, and I ain't trying to take nobody home. So that budget change and how you spend that budget change. You don't agree?
Oh, yeah, man, drastically.
Oh, okay. So, like...
Yeah, if you just going in there just to hang out and have a little fun, you know, like I said, you drop a little money off, but, yeah, you going there trying to wipe something up, you might get ready to drop off at least $300 or $400 at least.
Right. You trying to take something home, which everything changed, we trying to take something home?
Yeah, man, it changed drastically, man.
Right.
Man, you may if you trying to take somebody home, you got paid that day and you gonna give them half your check.
Right. And we talking about 9 to 5 is going to club, right? My personal opinion.
9 to 5, not your baller. Yeah, your 9 to 5 guy.
My personal opinion is don't even go make it rain. Don't even go hit the stage. For what? You know what I'm saying? You better spend that money on whatever chick you want that conversation with, and you know what I'm saying, do that. Because you go there and spend that $5, I think it's a waste of $5. You know what I'm saying?
You wasted it if you're looking for somebody. If you're looking for this, and most likely this person, if somebody coming there trying to wife somebody else, if somebody they've been here before, they like this girl, so they've been coming. They've been coming a few times.
Yeah, you're right about that.
So they finna try to wipe it up, man. And I'm gonna tell you, man. I was in Atlanta one time, man. Man, I forgot the name of the club. Man, it was a girl that looked like Maya, man. I almost told her, look, I don't know what else you do in life, but just quit the job and come back to Arkansas.
That probably was Magic City, Onyx, or...
Magic City, that's what it was, Magic City.
Yeah.
I don't know how you forget the name of Magic City.
Yeah, I don't know how you forget it right. Magic City is the only clubs in Atlanta that's exclusive. If you work in Magic City, you cannot work nowhere else.
Man, because I was ready to give up. Man, I was ready to give up everything for that girl, man. Man, look, I'm going to tell you, this girl was so fine. I was getting jealous when she was going over there talking to people.
You can't do that, bro.
I'm looking over there like a little stalker. I'm looking over like, man, who this nigga over there? Who is he?
So you gonna dance for him
I was
again?
Jealous, man. I had to catch myself. Man, where you know you're in the strip club, don't you, man?
You had to remember you had that $100 budget. He had that unlimited budget.
Man, but that's when it kicked in. That's when it kicked in when I reached down in my pocket. And when you go to the club, you get them ones. You got that stack in your hand, so you feeling good. You like, all right. And I dropped a few. I dropped a few, maybe about $40, $50 on her. And then when I reached in my pocket again, because that's when I started getting jealous. I looked over and I was going to reach in my pocket. I need to get her back over here. And when I reached in that pocket, and when I can almost touch my hand almost look like Pac-Man. I can almost touch my two hands together. the ones that got that small. And that's when I looked. I said, "Ooh,
I'm gonna leave her over there."
Yeah. I'm good now. I'm good. I had to catch myself.
He's still making it rain.
Right.
You know that light bill due tomorrow, don't you?
I think some of the biggest mistakes we make on the strip clubs is trying to compete with the Nets, man. I think actually when it comes to making it rain, it didn't come for the females. That shit for the niggas next to you. You know what I'm saying? Because who in the hell, the females don't care if you give it to them, you make it rain or what. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The niggas next to you see it raining and he want to make it rain and that's competition. You know what I'm saying? Making it rain wasn't for, trust me, I don't win the club, throw up $10,000 and burnt it up in the club. You know what I'm saying? So I know now it don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. It's for the niggas, it ain't for the females. I'm gonna tell you, if I got the money, some of them dudes got this in there spending anywhere. I mean, I went to one with this guy. He would come with buckets of money every single time. He driving Ferraris, and I'm like, man, if I had type money you got, the party would come to me. Right. But just what I was saying.
Whoever it is I want in here, I'm gonna talk to him, and I'm leaving. I ain't gonna sit in there just start throwing ones everywhere.
It's for him showing out for the other
money
dudes.
he can give it to her again. Come on back to the house.
It's for him showing out for the other dude. That just Exactly. That's my point. It's not. It's for the other dudes. You made a good point. It's for the dudes. When you blowing up, throwing that type of money, you showing out for the other dudes. I ain't gonna lie. When I think back, it was. I mean, who else you showing out for? You go spend that $1,000 with a chick and take her home with you or whatever. So you
Absolutely.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, that's a different level. That's a different type of ball, and I just don't see myself doing that. Like that, maybe because I ain't got that type of money.
I don't know more, and I don't know more that neither.
Hey, you got any more on the tips?
Yeah, man. One more to mail carrier, man. Look, because you know me being a mailman. Look, you treat your mailman right, he'll treat you right. Now, I mean, like, I'm not saying tip him all during the year or nothing like that. Maybe on Christmas, like I said, maybe a 5 or a 10. Like I said, we even got something to give us 20. But that'll be nice to your mailman. You treat your mailman right, he'll treat you right. He'll put your packages by your door right. When you go on vacation, if he see like a different car that's not supposed to be there, he might be like, hey, this car is supposed to be there. He'll look out for you. So treat your mailman right. Don't be sitting around there. Don't think the mailman don't be watching, because we come to the neighborhood every single day, and so we know what's going on in this neighborhood. Like I said, we come every single day. So treat me right. I treat you right.
Tip the mailman.
Don't block the mailbox.
And don't block the
I can't
mail.
say that enough.
He don't want to have to get out.
Yeah. I mean, hey, just treat the mailman right. That's all I can say, Slick. I don't know how else to put it, man.
I got you, man. Before you get out of here, what's the best tip you done got outside of the old lady that tried to show you some skin?
Oh, well, I'm about to say, because that right there, that was a good tip. But let me see, man. I got 250s in the same day.
Oh, balling.
Yeah, they did me right, and you better believe that Brandon Smith take care of them.
Look, you took that mail in the house.
Man, if any chance I get.
You was taking them everybody else's mail. Like, hey, you sure you don't want none of this? I got some extra coupon books in here.
Yeah, I'm making sure every name is right. When I put the mail in the box, I don't want it. I'm not creasing nothing. If you got anything that says don't bend or don't look, I'm taking it to the door. I'm ringing the doorbell, and I'm coming with a smile.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And
see, and that's why I say tipping is tipping is of the devil, because I ain't doing that for nobody else. But I'm doing it for them because they did me right.
No doubt. But look, hey, mailman, we appreciate him. Hey, look, everybody, he has an Instagram up right now. Tell them how they can follow you on Instagram.
It's Mailman Moby.
Mailman Moby.
Mailman Mobey.
Mailman Moby at Instagram.com. Have you been posting stuff on there? Well, look, we're gonna let you get on up out of here, man. We greatly appreciate you coming in with another segment.
Man, no problem. When y'all hit me up on Instagram, hit me up and let me know something else y'all want to know about, man, so we can keep this going.
All right, man.
All right, appreciate you, brother.
All right, fellas, I appreciate y'all. Let me get the time.
All right, no doubt. All right, now.
Bet.
Well, look, on another thing with tipping, have you ever thought to tip a TSA agent for getting you through the mail line fast?
I think you can get locked up for that.
You probably can. I mean, it might be considered bribing.
I used to date one. I asked her.
Yeah, check on that. But, I figured that might be considered bribing. But, look, I'm going to slam through this what the hell news, because some of this stuff done got old on you, boy. I didn't get a chance to get to it yesterday. What the hell news? We was talking about that the United settlement. Like, all these airlines going through some stuff right now, and that United stuff is what kind of set it over the top. I know dude got a settlement, but they ain't said what it was, so he either got broke the hell off, or they cheated him like hell. They cheated him.
You'll never know, because I bet they got him to sign a
non-disclosure.
There you go.
I got
that thing.
you. And look, Spirit out here canceling flights, causing outrages. And I'm like, I don't even know why anybody is surprised.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Spirit canceled like a whole bunch of flights because they had some kind of issue with their pilots. And
Did they cancel my flight? I gotta check and see. What flight they?
I don't know. This happened like last week, man.
Oh, it's past flight.
Yeah,
okay.
there's some past flights.
I got a flight coming up that somebody booked me on Spirit. What the?
Hey, Spirit be tripping, yo.
I'm about to send her tickets back. What the fuck?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this: pre-print your boarding pass. You get there and try to get it printed at the desk, they charge you $25. They charge you to print out your boarding pass. You can do it at the kiosk for free, but if you get it at the desk, they'll charge you for it. They charge you for peanuts. They'll charge you for water. They will charge you for some pop. They will also charge you for a seatbelt extender if you're too fat. I wouldn't be surprised if they charge you to turn that little air vent on to swipe your card in order to unlock it.
Yeah, I can't. A la carte. What they say is a la carte, but it worked for the cheaper people though.
Yeah.
I don't need no water. I don't need no peanut.
I don't need no bathroom.
I can eat for 2 hours.
You go ahead and swipe that card to get in that bathroom.
What? The bathroom? Wait a minute now.
Look, you gotta swipe your card to use your seat cushion as a flotation device. Like, Spirit be tripping, yo. Like, even JetBlue just had some issues, man. With some of their, it was a family that got kicked out. They was going to Vegas, and for some reason they had decided to bring a cake on, and they got kicked off because they tried to put their cake in the emergency overhead bin, and they got some stuff going on. Like, all of this stuff. All these airlines, they treat these airlines like the police was being treated at one point. Any little thing, I'm about to start recording, and y'all bet not mess up. One grade, it's going to be a lawsuit. Look, also, for anybody that don't know, I-85 that collapsed a couple months ago is up and open again. Like, that's crazy to think that they put that highway back together in 2 months. In 2 months, they put that whole thing back together. And the crazy thing is, I said I wasn't going to drive on it. But I did today. And it wasn't that bad. But I probably would be nervous if a whole lot of cars was on it because they put that together too quick. They put that back together way too quick. Yeah, they
bridge.
Yeah.
What, like 3 months?
2.
Yeah. No, it's 3.
Just 3?
I think. Yeah, I think it was 3.
It's still fast.
3 months, though.
Yeah, I want to say it happened.
3 months, but I ain't sure.
I kind of want to say it happened in April, but I don't know. I have to look again. But look. Crazy news right here about in Scotland. March 30th, it collapsed. Thank you, Stacy. Stacy on that fact checking. She did March 30th. So it's been
March 30th, April 30th.
Yeah.
Oh, that ain't right.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it was quick, man. It was quick. They put it.
So that ain't been 2 months.
It ain't even been a whole 2 months, bro. Yeah, that's too quick. They've been working on all those highways over by the new baseball stadium for forever. They done put that stuff up with some Gorilla Glue and some sheetrock.
Don't tell my mama tell me every time she go to the doctor, baby, I'm put together with duct tape. You can't beat duct tape, bro. They used them duct tape on that bridge. I'm telling you, duct tape lasts for it'll put together for a minute, but it just ain't gonna last forever.
I go when it ain't a whole bunch of traffic because they been making me nervous, yo.
Yeah, I can't
believe they put that up so fast. But look, over in Scotland, there is a Scottish politician, and I'm pretty sure it's 45's cousin. If you don't know who 45 is, you'll know pretty soon. 45 cousin wants them to bring back the guillotine. It's not his real cousin, but that's what we're going to say. She wants to bring back the guillotine as a form of punishment. Also want to raise the retirement age to 70. Wants no free bus passes, no sex ed, no LGBT community. stating that it is a private matter and no one else's business. And while she's doing that, she also wants to abolish golf courses, stating that they are an environmental threat and they are a threat to safety. This lady will probably make the worst real estate agent because most nice homes that I've seen are near golf courses.
Yeah, that's why I paid $460 for mine. I was on the golf course.
On the golf course. Look,
golf course, I'd have paid $260.
Well, apparently you didn't know that. It's an environmental threat right across from you, and also it's a threat to safety.
How was that?
She didn't say. She's just crazy. I told you that's 45 cousins, so they just say stuff. Speaking of 45, he is on the pace to fire everybody in his cabinet. Fired the FBI director. And that's the second time this ever happened in history, and this has been over 100 years that we've had an FBI director in the United States, and he's fired the second one ever for doing his job. So next guy, whoever gets this job, don't investigate nothing.
Right. And somebody made a joke. It was this talk show or something. He like, now how you going to fire the director? I mean, well, who's going to investigate the relationship between Russia and... Oh. So that means nobody doing... Nobody. Yeah. Trump know what he doing. I mean, 45 know what he doing.
45, absolutely. Dude fired Michael Flynn, Sean Spicer, the one that's retired. He's not. I'm not gonna use that word. The one that's not real good at his job. He ain't necessarily fired, but it's coming because now he got Sarah Huckabee doing all the talking for them. Also, before I get out to get through all this crazy stuff, shout out to the 14-year-old graduate from Texas Christian University, Carson Huey. Graduated with a bachelor's of science in physics. I'm trying to think, what was I doing with my life at 14? Absolutely. Yeah, it's a little black kid. 14-year-old graduated with a bachelor of physics degree from TCU. 14.
Think his parents proud?
Look, parents proud, everybody else questioning their lives. Like, what was I doing myself at 14? Playing, grabbing booties, writing notes, not doing homework, etc., etc., etc. Also, in the news, a trucker was arrested from driving from Seattle to Massachusetts while nonstop. He drove from Seattle nonstop to Massachusetts, only stopping to get gas. The reason why he got arrested is because he was high on LSD, crystal meth, and cocaine. We're not going to talk about the demographics of that driver, but we all know with that combination of drugs, what category they fall up under. Also in Maine, a topless cleaning service owner was arrested for stealing underwear. That doesn't make sense. Just know that Beyond Clean doesn't steal, and they wear tops. Now that I think about it, a topless cleaning service wouldn't be too bad, just depending on who was topless. Also, and this is going to lead us into the my main topic that I only got about 10 minutes for, but I'm going to slam through it. A 15-year-old teacher was arrested for having a relationship with a 15-year-old. Now I got to thinking, I was like, damn, when I was 15, even by the time I had turned 15, I had no teachers that I wanted to sleep with. 0 teachers. And the only teacher that I did good for was Miss Hill, and that's because she was the first black teacher that I had in school. But I don't remember ever having a teacher that I wanted to hit. Like, all my teachers was physically whack. They were smart, but they was physically whack. Like, and that's part of that's one of the double standards, because we think about if that story was 15 male teacher sleeps with a 15-year-old girl. This dude is about to get murdered. They talking about castration. He crazy and all this other stuff. It's going to be some bad stuff happening to him. Whereas with this woman, most guys are like, damn, that probably would have been pretty cool. I just didn't have no teachers that I wanted to hit. But with double standards, and it seems so crazy, like, because they exist, and a lot of them we can't even understand. Like with compliments, try complimenting a dude, and you too aggressive with the compliments, you might get cussed out. Like a female can tell another female that she's pretty all day, and you hear it all day. Girl, you cute, you fine, girl, you about to go ahead and kill the game. Say that to a dude, and y'all might ruin y'all friendships. Like, hey, bro, yeah, boy, you handsome as hell today. You about to kill the game with that Atlanta hat. No. Like, get out. No. Like, we can't have that. We can't have that. So yeah, it's a double standard, and I get it. Back to the dating. A cougar versus sugar daddy. Cougars are way more accepted. Sugar daddies, they tolerate it, but let's just say if a young dude, 19-year-old, was knocking down a 38-year-old woman, that's cool. You know, he got that natural Viagra, so it is what it is. Whereas if it was a 38-year-old dude messing around with a 19-year-old girl, now he nasty. And as somebody that's 36, I couldn't even imagine, because I feel like if you under a certain age, I'm not going to say the age, you're not that smart anyway. Like, I just feel like you dumb and you don't have a whole lot to talk about. But that's probably because I had become dating bougie, and so I gotta have stuff to talk about. Like, if you are unable to obtain a valid passport, then you are severely hindered in this dating situation. If I was dealing with you. Also, in dealing with kids, if a dude is too good, or say if a woman is real good with kids, she's nurturing, she's real mother-like and everything like that. But if you have a dude that's real good with kids, guess what? This dude is a pedophile, probably. You look at him like he a pedophile. You like to hang out at parks and whatnot. You can't, like, a woman can go to a park by herself and just sit. You see a dude sitting at the park, and you automatically think he has a white van with no windows. Like, straight up. And I mean, I didn't make the rules. These are just the double standards that we deal with. Also, we're going to talk about when you see people with shirts off. Females, it's great. It's great. And people don't even have a problem with females with their shirts off unless they breastfeeding, and then it's a whole big old ordeal. As far as dudes go, the better shape the guy is in, the more people don't like it, and it's kind of weird, especially in public. So you got a real big buff dude that's walking on the beach or something like that. Everybody's like, all right, we get it. You got muscles. Put your shirt on. You got somebody with an average to fat body. They just be like, hey, look at that fat dude. Hey, he ain't got no shirt on. And it's all right. And nobody's really judging. But you'll judge the dude that got a lot of muscles just because you feel like he's like trying to be a little show off or a douche or something like that. Now, this is the good part with double standards. While I only got about 4 minutes left. Sex. When you got multiple partners as a female, you done been ran through. That thing probably don't even work that well no more. Whereas if you a dude, it's all right. You're just practicing out here in these streets. But you got to be good, right? You got to be good. If a dude is good, he's supposed to be. That's what he's supposed to do. His objective is to be good in the bedroom. Whereas if a female is too good, nobody questions if a dude is too good or when a dude is too good. You question if a female is too good, though. Where you learn that at? Who taught you this? Who taught Superhead how to do what Superhead does? Soon as that happens to a dude, if Superhead puts her Superhead powers on a dude, they automatically questioning where she learned that stuff from. Also, now this is a little touchy, but I'm gonna go ahead anyway right before I get on off this air. Along the lines of sex, when a female experiment with another female, a dude look at her like, she just try some stuff. You know, that's what girls do every now and then in college or whatever. And that's probably not all girls, but some females try it. And they may or may not like it, but you can come back from that. Dudes, on the other hand, it ain't no coming back from the experimentation. Like, once you tried it, they pretty much say you are. And it is what it is. Like, I mean, I'm going to leave jail out of it, but I don't know if anybody watched that TV show Insecure. The dude said it was a time back in the day where him and his homeboy had been drinking or smoking or doing whatever, and his homeboy went down on him. And that changed the whole dynamic of the relationship that they had going on. Wait, what? Yeah. Yeah, like this dude and the girl was talking, and they was telling stories about them, some experiments that they had did back in their college days, and the girl said that she had kissed a girl, and they had done some things at one point in time, and she was like, well, what about you? And the guy was like, oh, well, there was this one time that, me and my homeboy was drinking, we got wasted, and he went down on me, but it was a one-time thing, and she immediately started judging dude. And so I'm just like, it probably.
Bro, you can't unsuck her. That's funny. I'm just not telling somebody the same type of stuff where she said something about double standards. Double standards is a real thing.
Absolutely.
It's funny that you're talking about this at the same as that. Double standard is a real thing. Ladies, get over it.
Yeah,
it is. I mean, it is. I mean, come on now. Just like you want to say, when something going on, I was at the show at Apollo with Monique, and she talking about the same thing. She talking about, ladies, all right, I don't want to be equal. She like, if a burglar break in the house, you want to go downstairs and handle it, you want your man to go down there and handle it. Okay, then, this shit ain't equal then. This ain't no equal. Yes, it's double standards for everything. She went a little deeper, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's double standards, man. They got to deal with it, bro.
And look, even with like domestic abuse, real quick before I get on out of here. I've had people ask me, yo, did your wife do that to your eye? No, she is not.
Be honest, though.
Not going to do that. No,
Be honest,
no.
Okay.
But if I made that same joke to a woman like, you must have been messing up and your man caught you with a left hook, huh? I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
Yeah, you did that wrong.
I'm wrong because it's not funny on that part. But yeah, like the double standards exist. We got to try to do better with dealing with them. But I don't really even have a good answer as far as how to deal with any of these things that I just laid out, because it's been like that. I try not to live my life like that, and I try to remain open-minded with how people deal with things and how people live. But it's just how it's been. But this is almost my time. It is my time, as a matter of fact. Like I said, go follow Miss Kristen on social media. Go ahead and support. If you can buy those books on Amazon, go ahead and do that. Practice some sign language. Try it on the deaf person. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this will be good for you. Before I get out of here, make sure you all follow me on Instagram at 710 of Slickville, Twitter, all the social medias, 710 of Slickville. I'd like to thank Jack for handling all this business behind the scenes. Much appreciated to you, brother. And
thank you for coming out to rock with me for my birthday too, brother.
Oh, no doubt. And think about this before y'all, until the next time I see y'all. Have y'all ever seen a person who you couldn't tell how old they were? They might look 14 and 41 at the same time. Hey, look, if you find that person, take a picture of them, send it to me. Until next time, I will talk to you all later. Real quick before I get out of here, June 5th, we're having a real estate agent come on and talk about real estate buying and all the do's and don'ts of it. Make sure you tune in for that. We're looking forward to another great show. Let me know how you like this one. Until next time, y'all be blessed. Talk to you later. Bye.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. Download the app on Google Play, Instinct Radio, or go to instinctradio.net. And now, back to the hottest sounds around. Instinct Radio.